The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Minnesota Timberwolves have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Glad you could join us. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Grizzlies center Steven Adams is playing for a team he once battled. Adams said, "I won that 2014 series. Zach Randolph punched me in the face, and he couldn't play Game 7. So I claimed that victory." And Kevin, Adams took that punch and didn't react, but his jaw was so sore he couldn't eat much else. He said, "I was mad because I love food." Well, so do I. Back to you.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. You look at Minnesota. Greg, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
And, Kevin, these are the games where, I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. One or two plays either way could decide this thing. That's why you have to value every possession early.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now, here's Bain. Jackson misses.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Conley. A second chance effort, and good that time. Towns has got the first points up on the board for the Timberwolves.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Morant passes to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Conley. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Conley feeling it out.
You can see that defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here tonight. First one falls for him.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. Now, this guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
Both good from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Now here's Conley following the miss by Ja Morant. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Timberwolves keep it alive. Here's Towns. High quality look, and he sinks it. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt, but when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Brooks. McDaniels defending. Towns against Jackson. Adams with the screen on Towns. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. 5 on the clock. Launches it. The shot will not fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Prince. Anderson is out there with Reed. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in at the 1, so that's the lineup for Minnesota. Anderson finds Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 7. Outside, Bain. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Bain's got 6 in the quarter.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Prince. The shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Edwards can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Down low, here's Kennard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. Outside Conley. To end the run, Aldama with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Morant. But teardrop falls in. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Towns kicks to Conley. Towns a screen on Morant. Here's Noel. Out to the wing. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Reed. Brooks grabs the board.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front as they score 12 in a row to finish the quarter on a big-time run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
So far, their shot selection has been excellent. They're finding their spots. They have to feel very good about that.
Yeah, but they have to stay focused. This is not a time to get cocky.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason. They need to stay on their A game.
And the most important games are often the toughest games to close out, so we just have to wait and see what happens.
That we will. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Desmond Bane really making a difference here.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams at center.
Well, Mike Conley specializes in reading the floor. This guy is an expert in pick and roll.
Memphis leading by 3. Now here's Morant. At the elbow, Adams. Payne for three. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Morant finds Jackson. Outside, Payne. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Here's McDaniels. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Payne. Jackson setting the pick here for Payne. And it's off from 3-point range. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Morant against Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here for the tie. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Payne looking around. Morant against Conley. Outside, Payne. Over Edwards. And the shot is long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Gobert with a screen on Payne. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Adams. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Conley with it. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley finds Gobert, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Memphis. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Clark. Noel, no good. Payne for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Memphis out in front. They're up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Noel in a point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Back to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Edwards passes to Noel. To the middle. Here's Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Kyle Anderson. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for Kennard. No good on the second free throw.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Pass to Jones. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 4. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Edwards. He's off on that one. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies shooting around 41% on the night. Morant against Edwards. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Good work defensively by Conley. The Timberwolves shooting only 21% from the field so far. Morant against Edwards. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Offline with his three.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shots away.
Jackson has the open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Reed with the block. Conley against Jones. For 3, Edwards. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baines checked in for Memphis. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. His message was clear. Let's not beat ourselves. We came in here with a plan. We executed. We're right in this thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Conley against Morant. That one off the back iron and out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
No, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical three-point cushion. What poise.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, Karl Anthony Towns, as good a free throw shooter out of the post as we've ever seen. He's excellent at the stripe. Now it's game pressure. Do you make critical free throws?
Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Oh, big spot. Towns with a chance here at the line. He's someone this team relies on.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. The first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 3. 12 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Conley outside. Can't get the three to fall. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the stripe, Jackson more than capable, but can he do it when it matters most?
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
In this series, I think hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference.